YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over the Cricut Maker, doing an unboxing, a review, and cutting some fabric. So on the outside of the packaging, right away you can see a lot of the tools that will be available for the Maker. It has the knife blade listed there, but as far as I know, it is not out yet. It's supposed to be out sometime this month. And some of these items are actually included in the package itself, and we'll go over that. So right here I'm showing you that the fabric marker is not included. You'll have to get those separately. So I was able to pick up a couple when I picked up my machine as well. So let's just take a look at what's inside of your box and also take a look at the packaging itself. It comes in a beautiful box that has a bunch of materials and fabrics like right there on the cover and picture. But also there's a list on the inside of a lot of the materials that the Maker can cut. It can do dry erase vinyl, duct tape, silk. It can also do cardstock, glitter cardstock, printable vinyl. It's really nice. So I'm speeding up here to get through everything that's inside. So that box has your USB cable in it, your manual, and your envelope with some of the materials for your first test project. So that's the machine itself. And then underneath that is your power cord right there in that piece of cardboard right there. But also under that are your two mats that come with the Maker. So make sure you get everything out of your box. You don't actually throw anything away. So I'm going to put those back and then we're going to actually look at the machine itself. So here, this machine comes wrapped in a sort of foam or protective foam wrap with a really cute little Cricut sticker on it that I almost saved, but I was able to let it go. But it's also shrink wrapped in plastic, and I did not know this, so I thought there would be like just a way to take it off. There isn't. You're going to have to get a craft knife or something to do that, so I'll show that in a little bit. So those are your two mats. You have a regular mat for like your cardstock, your vinyl, and everything that you would normally have, and you also have the pink fabric mat for any type of fabric cutting that you're going to be doing. So in that small box, that's your envelope that has your sample project materials, and there's also the manual in there, which has a bunch of like really nice photos, and then there's also your extra blade in there, and then a marker and your USB cable, if that's something that you need. So inside of that envelope that has your materials in it, I'm going to take a look at that, which I also thought was cool, the Cricut sticker on that as well. There's some fabric in there and some cardstock for you. So they also have, I want to say that sample project is included in Design Space, I think, so you can go through and make that. I did not make that project just because I wanted to do something else entirely. So that's me again trying to just get the plastic off of here. So I was very careful. I'm doing this sped up, but I was not moving this fast because I wanted to make sure that I didn't scratch my machine with my craft knife. So I'm just going to go ahead, pull that shrink wrap off, and put it off to the side. And now we're going to take a look at the machine itself. So just looking at the machine, it's absolutely beautiful. It's very sleek, very modern looking, and I'm a huge fan of my Cricut Explorer, and I like my expression as well. And this machine, it just, I mean, it's gorgeous. It is hefty though, I will say that. Like when you pick it up, like you know you're moving something, so substantial. But here you can see how it opens. There's no button to open it on this one. And it's just beautiful on the inside. There's a little bit of texture on the inside, and there's the little space right there, the small well to hold your iPad or your phone, whatever device you might have up there. And then there's also the two housing units there for if you're doing scoring or if you're using a pen, you can cut and use your other tool at the same time. And there are minimal buttons on this, so let's look at the storage. The storage is incredible. If you have an Explorer, you know that you can store things in there, but sometimes you kind of have to do a little bit of Tetris for space in there. This one does not make you do that. There is space for your extra blades. There is space for a full set of scissors. There's space for pens in there. You can put them there. You can put them in the two cups that the machine has. So instead of just having the one, like you have the deeper cup and then the more shallow cup right in front of it. And there's a little bit of texture even inside of the storage space. So I'm just showing you there that a full pair of scissors will fit in there. It's phenomenal. Um, and even like the USB cable, like could fit in there if you needed it to. I ended up taking mine out, but it can fit in there comfortably. So it's just a really, really nicely made machine with, I feel, a lot of what crafters have been asking for in mind. So now I'm going to show how I did a fabric cut in this machine. And I'm just using some regular quilting cotton here, nothing fancy. There's no backing on it. It's just a piece of black Kona quilt fabric that I got at the craft store. And I was making a badge quilt for my husband and I for our pins for Disney. So I'm using a Mickey Mouse shape that I bought from the Cricut Design Space store. Um, and I didn't buy the entire cartridge, just the one shape. And then I just selected that I'm cutting fabric on here instead of doing, the, oh, I'm cutting paper or anything like that. Sorry, I'm adjusting here so you can see, because I wanted to make sure you could see the entire process. And I'm doing this in real time because I wanted to show how quick the cut was. So this has already been set up in my design space. And so now it's checking to make sure I have the right blade in there, which that blade is included with your machine, the rotary blade. Don't need anything extra. And that comes installed in the machine, so you don't even have to do that part. So it's checking now, and it's actually cutting at this point. And it's so fast, I couldn't believe it. And I was skeptical. I mean, I saw other people's reviews online, and I was kind of like, oh, sure, okay, let's see. And I'm not even kidding. I wanted to make sure that I pulled this off on camera so you could see just how quick and how clean this cut is. I was like, I'm not gonna pull it off and clip the threads or anything. I'm just gonna show the entire thing from start to finish. So now I'm unloading, and then I didn't do anything after this. Like, this is all one shot, and then I'm even moving my machine out of the way so that I can show you the entire process of just peeling the fabric off, because this is how easy it was for me. So that's actually, my computer is out of frame, so I was making sure that it finished the cut so it would stop flashing. But as you'll see right there, I have the sewing kit, and my little pin cushion is even in the cup. That's how much storage space there is there. So now this is me. I'm not doing anything extra. I'm not working hard. I'm not holding the cut down. I am just peeling this fabric away, and it comes off like magic. I could not believe it. I'm not like a huge quilter, but I do quilt, I do applique, and this is phenomenal. So it's amazing. If you're on the fence and you do anything with fabric, I'm telling you, get one. I give it 2 thumbs up. It's amazing. And just to show you, here's a sample of the project that I was working on. I still need to put the binding on, but I was able to just put that right on my quilt. It's amazing. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.